Lesson 30. Review. Lesson 19 to 27.
Hello, students. This is our last lesson for Level 1. You have learned a lot. Now, you need to keep practicing, read, write, speak, listen, and your English will improve. Now, in this lesson, we will review lessons 19 through 27. Now, let's talk about sports first. However, we're going to talk about sports that people did in the past. Now, remember that to make past tense for most verbs, you add ed. You have to pay attention to the sounds after S and the P, T, K sounds, because the ed then will sound like T, right? And of course, if you're writing, you have to pay attention to the spelling. Now, to our job. Here's the question. 50 years ago, what sports did people do? What didn't they do? 50 years ago, what sports did people do? And what didn't they do? So we're going to be using past tense here, and our assistants are going to give us some ideas. So let's talk about winter sports first. And Ali, you start.
50 years ago, I think people skied.
Okay, they skied. All right. Remember, this is a special word. So it's not originally English. So I-E-D, skied. All right. Okay, skiing started a long time ago. Isabel.
They ice skated.
Yes, they ice skated. And it started a long time ago too. Susan?
Did people make snowmen?
Well, that's not exactly a sport, but I think they did. So they made snowmen. Snowmen. Okay? Now, what didn't they do?
They didn't snowboard.
Okay? They didn't snowboard. All right? Okay, another one. Susan?
They didn't ice dance.
They didn't ice dance. So people skated together, but they didn't ice dance like they do in the Olympics. Now, Isabel, can you think of any more?
Yeah, they didn't skydive.
They didn't skydive. Okay, that's not exactly a winter sport. Oops, but probably nobody skydives in the winter. Okay, now let's make some room first, and we'll talk about summer sports. So, summer sports. Okay, now what did people do 50 years ago in the summer? Susan?
They swam.
Okay, they swam. All right. Isabel?
Did they water ski?
They water skied. Yes, They water skied. Okay. Ali?
They lay on the beach.
Ali, that's not exactly a sport, but people do it in the summer, so close enough. Okay. Now, what didn't they do? Isabel?
They didn't water ski with a parachute.
Okay, ski. Ski.
They didn't ski with a water
Okay, good.
with a parachute.
They didn't water ski with a parachute. Okay? Now, I never do this. Okay, Ali?
They didn't scuba dive.
They didn't scuba dive. Okay? And Susan?
They didn't jet ski.
They didn't jet ski 50 years ago. Okay, good. Now, there's many other things here, but these are some examples. Now, for you, it's time to look and listen.
Look and listen.
50 years ago, people did many things. They watched television, but in black and white. They listened to the radio. They didn't use computers. They didn't use cell phones.
Read and repeat.
Okay, now we're going to talk about invitations. First we'll look at some and then we'll practice. Now here are some examples. Would you care to join me for dinner tonight at 8? Would you care to join me for dinner tonight at 8? Now remember, this is very formal. Okay, this is not with your friends. It's very formal. I'd like to invite you to a party on Saturday. I'd like to invite you to a party on Saturday. Okay, this one also is kind of formal. So very formal, a little bit less. And here's a pretty normal one. Would you like to go to a movie at the Cinemax tonight? Would you like to go to a movie at the Cinemax tonight? Now, here's one for your friends. Let's go out this Saturday night. Let's go out this Saturday night. And also for a friend, how about going to a club tonight? How about going to a club tonight? Okay? So very formal down to very casual. So these are what you might use with your friends. Now, here are a few examples of ways to accept. Now, let's start with this one. Okay, now, would you care to join me for dinner tonight at 8? Thank you very much. I'd love to go. So, would you care to join me for dinner tonight at 8? Thank you very much. I'd love to go. Okay, another one. I'd like to invite you to a party on Saturday. Thank you for asking. I'll be there. Thank you for asking. I'll be there. And another example. Let's go out this Saturday night. Your friend says, okay, sounds great. Let's go out this Saturday night. Okay, sounds great. Okay? Now, sometimes people don't say yes, they say no. Now remember, you have to say no politely. Now, here's some examples. Would you care to join me for dinner tonight at 8? I'm sorry, I'm busy then, but thanks for asking. Would you care to join me for dinner tonight at 8? I'm sorry, I'm busy then, but thanks for asking. Now here's another one. I'd like to invite you to a party on Saturday. Gee, sorry, but I can't make it. I'm sorry, but I can't make it. This means I can't go. Okay? I'd like to invite you to a party on Saturday. Gee, sorry, but I can't make it. Okay, and the last one with your friends. Let's go out this Saturday night. Sorry, I'm busy that evening. Let's go out this Saturday night. Sorry, I'm busy that evening. Okay? Now, the assistants are going to invite each other out. You can choose the place. You decide if you want to go or not, but be polite. Now, Isabel and Susan will start.
Okay, Susan, let's go for coffee after this.
Where do you want to go?
Okay, good. Now, Ali, you ask Isabel.
Isabel, would you like to come to the cinema tonight?
Sorry, Ali, I am busy tonight.
Maybe tomorrow night?
Sure.
Okay, good. Now, Susan, you ask Isabel.
Isabel, would you like to come over for a dinner tomorrow night?
Who is cooking?
I am cooking.
Oh, in that case, I'm busy. No, Susan, I'm just joking. You're a good cook and I will be there.
Good job, all of you. All right. Now, let's talk about the future. We're going to talk about the future. Now, on your screen, there's a review of the words that we use for the future. Now, the first one is the present continuous. So, you see, statement, negative, and question. So, he's visiting friends on the weekend. He isn't visiting friends on the weekend. Is he visiting friends on the weekend? This is very close future. We're having a party on Friday. We aren't having a party on Friday. Are we having a party on Friday? Okay, the next one is with be going to. And remember that the be changes, and after to, we have to have a verb. I'm going to eat dinner at home. I'm not going to eat dinner at home. Am I going to eat dinner at home? She's going to buy a new car. She isn't going to buy a new car. Is she going to buy a new car? And then with will. We will see you tomorrow. We won't see you tomorrow. Will we see you tomorrow? They will be here soon. They won't be here soon. Will they be here soon? Okay, so let me make some room here on the board and we can talk about some of the different ways that we talk about the future. Now, present continuous is used for very close future. Today, tomorrow, maybe on the weekend, okay? So it's very close future. So for example, I'm going to London tomorrow, okay? It's very close future. My mother is cooking dinner tonight. My mother is cooking dinner tonight. Again, it's very close future, okay? So present continuous can be used for very close future. Now, another way to talk about the future, so let's say present continuous here, and we'll say be going to here. Now, with be going to, you have be going to and then the verb. So remember these three parts. It shows that a decision or an idea was made about something we want to do in the future. So I decided now about the future. So she's going to buy a new coat for the winter. This is her decision. She's going to buy a new coat for the winter. Or, of course, negative. She's not going to buy a new coat for the winter. Okay? So she's going to buy a new coat for the winter. She's not going to buy a new coat for the winter. Her decision now for the future. We also use this for predicting. We think this is going to happen and we think pretty sure. So for example, look at the dark clouds. It's going to rain. Look at the dark clouds. It's going to rain. So I think it's going to rain. I studied hard. I'm going to get a good grade. This is my prediction. I studied hard. I'm going to get a good grade. And for football fans, look at the ball. It's going to go into the goal. This is my prediction. Look at the ball. It's going to go into the goal. Now, let me make some more room and we'll talk about will. Now, after will, you always have to have a verb. And will doesn't change, so it's kind of easy. Okay, so here's will. Now, with will, we can talk about things that we know are going to happen. These are facts. The film will start at 8 p.m. The film will start at 8 p.m. This is a fact. I know it. Now, we can also use will to predict the future and to talk about our opinion about the future, what we think is going to happen. So, it was hot yesterday. It'll be hot today. It was hot yesterday. It'll be hot today. This is my prediction about the future. We had too much ice cream. We'll get stomachache. Okay, now let's practice. Now, with the assistants, I'm going to ask them what they will be doing, what they will do in 5 years. So you think too, what will you do in 5 years? So let's start with Isabel.
Next year, I will finish university. So in 5 years, I will be a businesswoman.
Good. Ollie?
In 5 years, I will be a rich dentist.
Good. A rich dentist is great. Okay, Susan?
I will learn English very well, and in 5 years, I will be an accountant manager.
Yes, good girl. All right, very interesting. Now you are going to look and listen.
Look and listen.
Would you like to go to the cinema with me tomorrow night? Sorry, I'm busy tomorrow night. We are going to go to the countryside tomorrow night. We will swim and lie on the beach. Our friends can have a picnic on the beach.
Read and repeat.
Now, let's talk about getting around. Now, the assistants are going to help, and I want you to tell me the names of some famous landmarks. They can be natural or man-made, and also tell us where they are. So let's start with Susan.
The Eiffel Tower. It is in Paris.
Yes, good. The Eiffel Tower in Paris. Okay, now, Isabel, one for you.
The Leaning Tower of Pisa, it's in Italy.
Yes, that's right. Is it in Pisa?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Okay. Now, Ali, one from you.
Ayasofya, it's in Istanbul, Turkey.
Of course. Okay. So let's go and visit them all. Now, we're going to look at names of places on the earth. And I want you to give me first some examples of oceans. So just one each. Let's start with Ali.
The Pacific Ocean.
The Pacific Ocean. Yes, ocean. Okay. Susan?
The Atlantic Ocean.
The Atlantic Ocean. Okay. And one more, Isabel.
The Indian Ocean.
Yes, good. The Indian Ocean. Okay. Now, let's get the names of some seas. Okay, oceans are very big, and then we have seas. So, Ali, you start.
The Black Sea.
The Black Sea. Okay. And where is it?
It's in Turkey.
Of course. Okay, Isabel.
The Red Sea.
Oh, we're on a color theme. The Red Sea. Okay. And where is the Red Sea?
It's in the Arab Gulf.
Yes, it is. Okay, Susan?
Yellow Sea.
The Yellow Sea. And where is the Yellow Sea?
I think it is near China.
Yes, it's near China. Okay. Now, I guess we could really say that all seas are blue, but we have the black, the red, and the yellow. Okay, now, let's do some rivers. The names of some rivers, and Ali, you start.
The Nile River, it's in Egypt.
Okay, the Nile River, it's in Egypt. Now, Susan?
The Seine River. It's in Paris.
Okay, in French they say the Seine, right?
The Seine.
Yep.
Yes, okay. Now, and Isabel, one from you.
There is a big river in the U.S. It's called the Mississippi.
Okay. Now, spell it.
Mississippi. I.
Yes, good. All right. Okay. Children in the US and Canada learn to spell this because it has sort of a rhythm. MISSISSIPPI. And then they go home and say, Mom, I can spell Mississippi. So now you can spell it too. Okay, now we've done oceans, seas, and rivers. Let's do some deserts. And we'll start with Susan.
The Gobi Desert in Asia.
The Gobi Desert is in Asia. All right, Isabel?
The Sahara Desert in Africa.
Okay, the Sahara Desert. And Ali?
The Mojave Desert in California.
You probably saw the Mojave Desert in cowboy films. So, good one. Okay. Now, since we're talking about places, you're going to look at a map and tell me how to get somewhere. Now, the map on the screen is the old part of Istanbul, Sultanahmet. Many tourists go to Sultanahmet. So now I'm a tourist. There are lots of things to see there. And you tell me how to get around. So, Susan, you start. I'm at the tramway stop.
Go straight ahead. Turn left at the park. You will see Hagia Sophia.
Okay, great. Hagia Sophia is beautiful, but now I want to go somewhere else. Ali, can you tell me how to go to the Blue Mosque?
From Hagia Sophia, go straight. You will see it on the right-hand side.
Okay, great. Now, the Mosaic Museum is near the Blue Mosque. How do I get there?
From the Blue Mosque, turn right, and then turn right again. It's on the right.
Okay, great. Now, I want to go to Topkapi Palace. How do I get there, Isabel?
Okay. Go to the corner. Turn left. Go right at the first corner. Go straight. And Topkapi Palace is there.
Okay, great. Now, I also want to go to the Archaeological Museum, Isabel.
Okay. Turn right. Walk about 100 meters. Turn right. It's on the right side.
Okay, great. Thank you for helping me to see some things in Old Istanbul. Now, we're going to talk about how we travel, and we're going to make some groups. So let me make some room here, and we'll talk about different kinds of transportation. So first, we'll talk about transportation on the water. What goes on the water? So, water. All right. Now, Ali, you start.
A ship.
A ship. Okay. Susan.
A ferry.
A ferry, yes. Okay. Ali, another one?
A tanker.
A tanker, good one. Okay, a tanker. Susan?
A fishing boat.
A fishing boat, yes, of course, because fish are in the water. A fishing boat. And the last one, Isabel?
A cruise ship.
Ooh, a cruise ship. Okay, so we have a few things that go on the water. A ship, a ferry, a tanker, a fishing boat, and a cruise ship. Now, what are some kinds of transportation that go on the land? So, Susan, you start. Give us two kinds.
Okay. A bicycle and motorcycle.
Okay, a bicycle and a motorcycle. Good. All right. Ali, two.
A car and a taxi.
A car and a taxi. All right. And Isabel?
A train. A tramway.
A train and a tramway. And of course there are many more. So we have a bicycle, a motorcycle, a car, a taxi, a train, a tramway, and there's more. Okay, now of course we can also travel by air. There's not so many by air, but what are some of them? Isabel?
A plane.
A plane. Okay. Susan?
A jet.
A jet, yes. Okay, Ali?
A balloon.
A balloon, yes. And any more, Isabel?
A glider.
A glider, okay. And what is a glider?
It's a plane without a motor.
Yes, it's a plane without a motor. Who? Not for me, thank you. Okay, any more, Ali?
A parachute.
A parachute, okay, good. A parachute. And one more, Susan?
A kite.
Ah, well, we don't usually use a kite to travel, but maybe water skiing with a kite. We could add that on. Okay, good. You did a great job. And now, for you, it's time to look and listen.
Look and listen.
We went to Tokyo by plane. We didn't go by ship. They usually go skiing in winter. How do you get to the station? Go straight and turn right at the corner.
Read and repeat.
Now, everyone, I want to ask you everything about indefinite pronouns. Everything you know, anyway. Now, I'm going to ask you some questions. Susan, what are the 4 pronouns that start with every?
Everybody, everyone, everywhere, everything.
Yes, good. Ali, do the same for any.
Anybody, anyone, anywhere, anything.
Yes, good. Isabel, what's another way to say nobody?
No one.
Okay, and how do you spell it?
It's 2 words. N-O and O-N-E.
Yes, no one. Good. Ali, is it okay to say, I don't know nothing?
No, it isn't. Then you have 2 negatives.
Okay. How can I say it correctly?
I don't know anything. I know nothing.
Okay, good job. All right. Everyone is going to do something with look and listen.
Look and listen.
No one said anything to anyone. Everyone is here. We said nothing about it. Water is everywhere after the rain. Someone told me this. Everybody knows it.
Read and repeat.
Okay, now we're going to talk about can and be able to. So remember that this changes and we have to have a verb here. Now let's talk about can first. So this doesn't change. So I can speak English. We can understand. Okay, so it's the same. I can speak English. We can understand. The negative is cannot or can't. I can't speak Russian. I can't speak Russian. We cannot go to Russia this summer. So I can't speak Russian. We cannot go to Russia this summer. Now, let's talk about be able to. With be able to, you have to remember to change be, so this changes, and to put in a verb. So, I am able to come tonight. I am able to come tonight. Another example, he is ill. He is not able to go to school. He is ill. He is not able to go to school. We didn't study hard, so we were not able to get a good grade. We didn't study hard, so we were not able to get a good grade. Okay, now I want to ask you some things that people can or are able to do. So I want you to tell me 2 things that they can do and 1 thing that they can't do. Let's start with Susan. What can a baby do?
A baby can eat and cry. It can't walk.
Okay, good. Is it able to talk?
No, it isn't.
At least when it's little. Okay, good. Now, Isabel, what can a dog do?
A dog can smell and see, but it can't talk.
No, it can't talk. Good. Now, Ali, what can you do?
I can walk and talk, but I can't fly.
Are you able to swim?
Yes, I am. I like swimming.
Okay, great. All right. Now, you can look and listen.
Look and listen.
My cat can eat and sleep. She can't talk. We can speak some English. We are able to practice many ways. The Formula One drivers can drive fast. They can't drive their cars on the street.
Read and repeat. Listen and write.
This is the last time that I will say, listen and write. Listen and write these words. Number 1, does. Does. Number 2, anyone. Anyone. 3, here. Here. 4, speak. Speak. Number 5, French. French. Number 6, everyone. Everyone. Number 7, is. Is. Number 8, dancing. Dancing. Number 9, let's go. Let's go. Number 10, sorry. Sorry. Now, check your work. Number 1, does. Number 2, anyone. Number 3, here. Number 4, speak. Number 5, French. Number 6, everyone. Number 7, is. Number 8, dancing. Number 9, let's go. Number 10, sorry. Now, listen to these sentences and write them. Number 1, would you like to come to my party? Would you like to come to my party? Number 2. Yes, I would love to. Thanks. Yes, I would love to. Thanks. Number 3. We aren't able to go. We aren't able to go. Number 4. No one came to my party. No one came to my party. Number 5. Everyone went to the cinema. Everyone went to the cinema. Number 6. Isn't anyone going to dance? Isn't anyone going to dance? Number 7. There is music everywhere. There is music everywhere. Number 8. He can't dance, but he can sing. He can't dance, but he can sing. Number 9. We are going to listen to some music. We are going to listen to some music. Number 10. They are going to walk home. They are going to walk home. Now, check your work. Number 1. Would you like to come to my party? Number 2. Yes, I would love to. Thanks. Number 3. We aren't able to go. Number 4. No one came to my party. Number 5. Everyone went to the cinema. Number 6. Isn't anyone going to dance? Number 7. There is music everywhere. Number 8. He can't dance, but he can sing. Number 9. We are going to listen to some music. Number 10. They are going to walk home. Read the story and answer the questions about it.
Read and answer.
Tim is a student. He is studying English at a school in London. These days, he is finishing the first level. Tim is 23 years old. He is from Poland. His mother, father, and sister live in Poland now. His sister, Monica, is 20. She will go to the U.S. next year to study English, and then she will go to university there. She is going to study business. Tim went to university in Poland. Now he is studying English so he can find a good job. He is enjoying living in London because there are a lot of interesting places there. Monica will visit him on her way to the U.S., and they will be tourists together. Now, Tim is studying very hard and practicing his English. Now, listen to the questions and write the answers. Number 1. Where is Tim studying? Where is Tim studying? Number 2. What is he studying? What is he studying? Number 3. What level is he finishing? What level is he finishing? Number 4. How old is his sister? How old is his sister? Number 5. Where does she live? Where does she live? Number 6. What will she do next year? What will she do next year? Number 7. What is she going to study? What is she going to study? Number 8. Did Tim go to university? Did Tim go to university? Number 9. Where will they be tourists? Where will they be tourists? Number 10. What is Tim doing now? What is Tim doing now? Now, check your answers. Number 1. Where is Tim studying? He's studying at an English school in London. Number 2. What is he studying? He's studying English. Number 3. What level is he finishing? He's finishing the first level. Number 4. How old is his sister? She's 20. Number 5. Where does she live? She lives in Poland. Number 6. What will she do next year? She will study English in the US and go to university. Number 7. What is she going to study? She's going to study business. Number 8. Did Tim go to university? Yes, he did. Number 9. Where will they be tourists? They will be tourists in London. Number 10. What is Tim doing now? He's studying hard and practicing his English. Now level 1 is finished, and we'll see you in level 2.